In this class we are going to see about the firefighting materials. Okay, so as you can see in this first picture, we have firefighting pipes. Well, the firefighting pipes could be GI pipe or else black steel pipe. Okay, depends on your project specification or else client requirement, you can select these pipes. So for the above ground you can choose this GI pipe. For the underground, the pipe will be HDPE. Okay, HDPE pressure pipe. Okay, so the pipe can withhold at least 16 bar pressure. That pipe can be selected when it comes to HDPE. So on the above ground we can use, as I said earlier, you can use GA pipe or else black steel pipe. And also the coating, we have two red oxide coating and two primer coating when it comes to pipe. Okay, so the coating also shall be considered when you do the quantity takeoff, when you do the estimation. Okay, so the GA pipe shall be coated with the 2 coat of red oxide paint and the 2 coat of primer. Okay, GA or black steel. Okay, most of the cases you will be using the GA pipe. Okay, so these are all the fittings available when it comes to firefighting. Well, you can see regular type of fittings. As you can see in this image, you can find the threaded fittings. As you can see in this picture, the threaded fittings will be useful for the pipes with the diameter less than 2 inch. Okay, for the pipes with the diameter more than 2 inch, you will be using the grooved fitting. Okay, as you can see in here, we have mechanical fittings. It's a groove type fittings. Okay, so you can use these fittings for the pipe with the diameter greater than 2 inch. So this kind of fittings you can use when it comes to firefighting, as a normal pipe. Like we have T reducer, we have elbows, we have coupler, so these kind of fittings all shall be used when it comes to firefighting. The next one is valve. Well, we have a different kind of valves and accessories available when it comes to firefighting. As in, we have check valve, we have PRV, we have gate valve. Typically we will not use gate valve in this trade. We will be using the OS and OI valve. Okay, which is the outside screw and yack valve. That's a type of a gate valve, but we cannot say that as a gate valve. It is slightly different from the gate valve. Okay, OS and OI gate valve, and also the butterfly valves also shall be used for the isolation purposes. Okay, so apart from that, we have pressure gauge installed just before and after the pump. Then we have puddle flanges, we have some other sleeves, we have sleeves. Okay, and then we have some differential pressure sensor. So if you have a separate BMS contractor, they will do the quantity takeoff for the sensors and all. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, so mostly when it comes to this firefighting, you will be using this kind of valves only. Okay, then sprinklers, we have different type of sprinkler. As you can see, we have pendant sprinkler, we have upright sprinkler, then we have ceiling concealed sprinkler. So there are different kind of sprinklers available. Or like maybe the specific kind will be indicated in your drawing. Okay, so based on your drawing you can select the sprinkler type, and also the temperature rating of the sprinkler will also be mentioned in the drawing. Okay, when you prepare the BOQ, you have to indicate all these details. Okay, the next item is fire hose reel. Okay, it's a fire hose reel cabinet. As you can see on the top rack, you can find the fire hose reel. Okay, typically the fire hose reel shall have the length of 15 to 30 meter and the diameter is greater than 2 inch. Okay, so on the top rack you can find that. On the bottom rack there will be fire extinguisher, as they have indicated in this signage. Okay, so on the bottom rack there will be fire extinguishers. Okay, so when you prepare the inquiry, just make sure that this rack, the whole rack fire hose cabinet, comes up with the fire extinguisher and the fire hose reel, or else you have to buy this separately. Okay, and also at the beginning there will be one valve called lock shield valve. Okay, so this lock shield valve will be useful when it comes to the operation of the fire hose cabinet. Okay, again, if you want to know about the installation, the operation, this testing commissioning procedure of the firefighting equipment or firefighting material mean, you can refer my other tutorial where I will be installing about this in details. Okay, so we have stand pipes. Well, these stand pipes will be connected with the fire department. As you can see in this picture, they have some portable type fire hose reels. Okay, so they will simply connect these stand pipes with their bridge inlet, then they will supply the water, okay, through this. So this is how, so mostly these stand pipes will be used by the fire department. Then we have zone control valve. Well, zone control valve is a combination of the, it's a motor powered or else motor controlled butterfly valve or else OS and I valve shall be used, okay, for the isolation purpose. Then we have flow switch. Then we have flow switch will comes up with the supervisory control. The supervisory control will not come under the mechanical side, okay, since the supervisory control is integrated with the fire alarm control panel. You no need to bother about that. You can only consider, if you are mechanical quantity surveyor, when you can only consider about this flow switch. Then you have the T, okay, it's a mechanical T. Then on the downside you can find the drain valve with the inspection and testing purpose. As you can see, it's a test and drain valve, okay. You can simply find the water on this. It's a transparent type window. As you can see in this picture, you can simply see the water flowing through these pipes or not, okay. When you open the valve, you can see like the water flowing through this pipe or not, okay. So this is the advantage of this valve. This is mostly useful for the testing and training purposes, okay. When you do the testing and commissioning, or else when you change the water, you will be using this. Then we have dry system, which is the FM200. Aerosol can also be used. Mostly this kind of FM200 or else aerosol or else any other fire suppression system shall be used inside the panel rooms, as in your data network panel room or else your electrical transformer panel rooms, okay. So this kind of panel rooms shall be consist of the FM200 or else aerosol fire suppression systems, okay. So mostly the aerosol will, or else mostly the FM200 will be stored in this kind of cylinder, okay. When there is an alarm, the solenoid valve on the top of the cylinder will be energized. The result, the fire suppression, which is the dry powder, that's kind of like a dry powder, okay. So that will be circulated through these pipes, okay. Then we have fire extinguisher. Just make sure you count all the fire extinguisher in your building, okay, when you prepare the quantity takeoff. Then we have fire blanket. We have fire blankets as well in and around the building, okay. You need to count that as well, okay. Then we have anti-vortex plate. As you can see, this is the anti-vortex plate, okay. So this anti-vortex plate is placed inside a tank. Mostly this will be placed inside a tank, okay. So when the pipe run inside your tank, the end of the pipe or else the beginning of the pipe from the tank, okay, should be welded or else should be connected with this anti-vortex plate, okay. So this will help you to eliminate the swell or else the suction surge, okay, or else the suction surge in your tank, okay. So anti-vortex plate is also mandatory when it comes to tank and pipe connection. And also the location is also should be connected with the location of the anti-vortex plate is also should be connected with the tank, okay. Then we have pressure gauges. As I have mentioned earlier, pressure gauges shall be fixed in order to indicate the pressure level before and after the pumps, okay. Then we have fire protection coating. As I mentioned earlier, we need to coat the pipe, two times primer coating and 2 times our toxic paint coatings, okay. This kind of coatings also required for the firefighting pipes. Apart from that, we have firefighting pumps as well. We have 3 different variety of pumps. which is electrical pump, the next one is diesel pump, the next one is jockey pump. Okay, so there are some sequence of operation which you need to understand. It's a basic thing only. You can find the tutorial on YouTube. If you want to know more about the detail of the installation of the pumps, electrical, jockey and diesel pump, you can check out the firefighting installation video as I have mentioned earlier. Okay, so these firefighting pumps shall have these hookup like some valves, okay, and then some pressure gauges, then some strainers. Okay, this kind of components will be combined after these pumps. Okay, so with the help of the drawing, in the detailed drawing, you could find the connection details of each pump. Like for the electrical pump, there will be some connection detail. For the jockey pump, there will be some connection detail, and for the diesel pump, there will be some other connection detail. Well, when it comes to diesel pump, there will be diesel tank and also the measurement tool for the diesel level in the tank. Okay, and also there is some filtering system in case the diesel engine is on position. Okay, so when that diesel pump is in on position, the smoke comes out of the diesel pump shall be exhausted, right? So in those scenarios, the filtering system or the exhaust system will be placed on your pump room. Okay, and the jockey pump, typically a small pump, it will have some accessories with it which you can refer in your drawing. Okay, in the connection detail of the jockey pump, the electrical pump will also same as the diesel pump, but the only difference is that it will be operated by the electrical energy, and also there will not be any external engines. Okay, as I have mentioned in the diesel pump. And these three pumps will be connected with the control panel, and this control panel will give signal to this pump based on any fire alarm initiating devices like heat detector, smoke detector, or else manual call point. Okay, if any of these detector or else points are initiated, this will give signal to the fire alarm control panel. Then this fire alarm control panel will give signal to the pump control panel. Okay, the pump control panel will give this pump control panel will start the pumps. First this jockey pump will start, then the electrical pump will start, then the diesel pump will start. Okay, mostly we will be considering the NFBS standard when it comes to the design, installation or testing and commissioning of these firefighting equipments. Okay, so this is the end of this class. I hope you get some basic knowledge about the firefighting materials that you are using in our project. Okay, apart from this, there are some other material as well. Again, that depends on your project requirement. Okay, so in our next class we will start working on our firefighting BOQ. Okay, thank you.